All right, Kenman here, and someday you'll find it. The Rainbow Connection. Okay, that's about enough of the Kermit the Frog. Die project number 33. As you can see, the array of colors that we have achieved on this project has been vast, plentiful. Bing. There's the playlist right there. Let's get into number 33, huh? How about that? Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. All right, I made a little rainbow with some of the dies that I've done before. Just kind of doing something fun for the thumbnail beginning of the pick. I mean, we've done 32 of these. Well, 31 and a half. Man, SWAT2 guy is bouncy today. There we go. Yeah. Die Project 15. MIA. Dude, look at this Kubi carve. Oh, I really like this knife. It's not really a traditional shape that I really care for as much with the Tonto. Look at the drop on that. Boom, just shuts nice. I think the green, I'm finally getting a green that I kind of like dialed in. And this knife is just smooth and like fun and and available, of course. You know, just dropping down this rainbow here. Just kind of going through some of the ones that I have. All got some nice action to them. I found after I do the die project, these definitely seem to loosen up, break in. I get them dialed in nice and they work fantastic. If you want to know what any of these are, comment below. Or you can go look through the playlist. All of these are on there. So you can find the entire process of each one of these being torn down and put back together. Ooh, this Kaiser LP. I need to carry this more. Look at that. Oh, I keep trying to swing it shut, but this one here is a drop. Oh, watch. That is great. I haven't carried that in a little while. I can just carry that again soon. Brazoria. This is one of those early stage ones. I really like the way the orange turned out though, with the black and the silver mix. Cool knife, great budget knife. A couple of my favorites here. Wow, what are we doing here? Civivi Vision FG in the red. Love this knife. And my newest one, the Civivi Cache. Oh, tell me that did not turn out awesome. Look at how cool this looks. I really like this knife. The way the bolster kind of parts stick out and then the scales are recessed into there. Got that fuller for flicking. Oh, this one's definitely moving into going to be carried more, enjoyed more. All right, leaves us with 4. We only have 4? Wow. Well, 5 with the coleus over there. Yeah. Crazy. I should probably order some more knives. I mean, how am I supposed to die 50 knives if I don't have 50 to die? I mean, we're not even close. 33. Christ. All right, this is the Migron Talisman to the 2, MT2. This is my second Talisman. The first one I did in a trifecta. I dyed the scales orange, and then I dyed the back piece green, and then I took off the pocket clip and added a titanium clip, which I anodized in a green, and then I did a laser mark on the blade. I cannot show you that knife anymore because it is now in possession by someone else who wanted it, and it is now in their lives. I can pop you a link. You can check it out. But this is the second Talisman. I like the knife so much. I got another one. I want to do some custom work on that one. Probably another trifecta. We will see. I have my third Kubi Titius. I got one and I did the scale die for it. Where is that? It's red and it's big and oh, it's over there. Anyway, yeah, I got one. I dyed it red. Here it is. And then I got one in Ultim because I love this knife. And then I bought a third one because it was on sale. And I'm going to do another dye with this. I did have this up for one of the prizes for my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. But the two that I gave away, I had 10 knives to choose from. They chose other knives. So this one's still in my possession. I did have it set so they could pick the dye for it. So I might save this for the next giveaway and do that again as a prize to win and then choose a dye. But we'll see. I don't know. Two left, a couple of Sencuts, right? Had these Sencuts for a while. This is the Sencut episode. Cool knife. Like the design, like the shape, flips out good. Then we have the Sencut GlideStrike. Big one. These are both kind of larger knives. I've had them both for a while. Which one should we do, huh? I have to make a decision. I should just do both? No, we'll do one at a time. I've gone ahead and taken up 6.5 minutes, and we haven't done anything yet. But yeah, we're going to take this GlideStrike. Episode is going away for now. And we're going to do some work with the GlideStrike. This big, beefy one. Boom. There it is. Let's get our last looks. This is what it looks like now when you were to buy just a standard Sencut GlideStrike with the jade handle. Get your last looks. Let me wipe that off there on that one side. And there it is. What a big blade on this thing, huh? It's going to be fun. I like it. This looks like it almost could be a front flipper, but I've made some attempts and I haven't been able to even get it to kind of do one of these, so I don't think it really is. So it's really just that hole only, but you can thumb it out, you can flick it out. It's got some nice action for a bigger knife. It is cool. Drops nice too, but then anytime you have that larger knife with the weight, tends to help it drop shut a little bit better. Okay, we have seen it. It has now graduated to the final stage. Everybody knows the way Kenman does this here. We can set the dinner table. Oh, yeah. Whoa, hey-oh. All right. Sencut GlideStrike dinner is served. Let's take this thing apart. Okay, yeah. So, with the Sencut, that may not be a captive pivot. It might be. Sometimes they have one where it is a captive pivot. No, it's not. Where both sides have the screw hole, but it is still a captive pivot. There's still a D notch, and it just looks like it's a screw, but in this case, it is not. That was definitely not a captive pivot. Needed both tools for that, but this is a kind of more on the budget side of the knife world knives. So that's common that you're going to get that. But I've had quite a few knives lately that all have captive pivots. So I think everyone should kind of get on board with that. So this has T6 hardware for the clip and T8 hardware for the rest. So the T6s are a little bit smaller. You got to definitely be a little more careful with those if you haven't taken a knife apart before. The 6s, having the smaller threads, you can bump out of it and potentially strip it or mess up your bit easier than the 8s. This one here, I'm getting some spin, so I need to kind of tighten that down so that I can get this one to spin free, because it is, I can feel it spinning with this one. Sometimes that kind of happens. I try to loosen both sides evenly. So once you get both sides kind of loose, then you can loosen both of them without one of them getting stuck on that barrel. All right, I think we are good now. Excellent. Get the last of the body screws out here. Get those all set to the side. I'm kind of squeezing it together. This isn't a button lock or anything, so there is no spring or anything I need to worry about, but it's kind of a force of habit so that it doesn't come shooting apart and then you don't know what you've done. Okay, so when I put this back together, the pocket clip is going to go on this side, and the pocket clip, that is also the side that has the bigger piece of the pivot. I'm going to go ahead and slide this off here. As you know what I'm saying, here's the pivot. It's the smaller section, and so this is the larger piece. So the larger piece originally came in through the side that I'm going to have the pocket clip on when I put it back together. Just trying to help remember everything how it was. I like to try to put it together the same way that it came apart. All right, we will watch it all come tumbling. Losing my little, there would be the stop pin, and then that's the lanyard pin. So this one, the bearings, see how, look at how the one that's on the blade, and then that's the one over here has the open side facing towards the blade, and you can see this one, the closed side is up, which means the open side. So this one, when it was put together, the open side of the bearings is the side that was facing the blades. I have found that to be different on several different models. It is not consistent. I think in some cases one might spin a little bit freer or better one way versus another one might spin better or be a little better, more free the other way. Try to be consistent when I do the knives, just to put them back the way they were. If that was the way that the factory did it, it might be a reason. It might not matter at all. But I find if I, excuse me, if I just try to mimic and copy everything that they did, then there's less issues to potentially deal with. All right, we have the scales of the Sencut GlideStrike. What color do we want to do this, huh? Looks fun. They're big. It's a big flat surface. There is a good kind of thicker, if I can get a good angle, texture on there. That texture is definitely going to pop a little bit more. I found that on all the knives that I do the dies, see like these lines, you couldn't see them very well, and they stick out more now that it's been dyed. Or like the facets on the edges, just the shadows kind of pop a little bit more, so you can kind of see the contours significantly more after the fact. So like this, there's a big contour right there that's going to stick out a lot more, and then that texture I'm sure will definitely as well. What's everyone think? Here we are. That's about all we can do for today. Die project number 33, well underway. A lot of stuff coming up in the future. I did start up a Instagram if you are interested in checking out some high definition photos of some of my knives and projects and things I'm doing. It is KDK in 4K. That is KDKIN 4K. KDK in 4K on Instagram. I don't have a lot of pictures up yet, but I have a bunch on the way. Didn't really like, sometimes when you post them on YouTube, they kind of lose some quality, and I can take 200 megapixel photos that I'd like to post and share, and if someone else has one, let me know what yours is. I can follow you and check out some other fun pics in the community. I'm going to Blade Show, Texas in a couple of weeks. I'm real excited for that. Lots of stuff coming in the future, more dies, more unboxings, more laser marks, get back, do some titanium anodizing. It's been a little while since I've done that. A lot of projects and fun coming in the future. Scrimshaw about to commence. That's going to be it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more. It helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.